The Dumb Cluck is technically an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon from 1937. This is directed by Walter Lantz and Alex Lovy, written by Charles R. Bowers, and I don't know who voices the rooster in this, as that information is not on IMDb, but this is pretty much just about the rooster. Oswald is a spectator, and I thought it would cut back to Oswald quite frequently to get Oswald's reaction. No, Oswald is barely in this. It is all about the rooster and his independent fire department. And initially the concept seemed quite fun. I won't say what that comprises. I don't want to ruin it. I was going to put it in the thumbnail, but also I wanted Oswald in the thumbnail, so I didn't want to spoil it too much. But it's quite creative, and it worked quite well for maybe a minute. And then I found it became really repetitive, really slow, and kind of boring. It's not bad in the sense that the narrative doesn't make sense, or that it's badly animated, or even the pacing. The pacing is not that bad, it's just what happens isn't that interesting. So I can't say it's a bad cartoon, but I can say I found it quite dull, quite repetitive, and visually not that engaging either. After kind of the initial minute or so and we got used to looking at things, I realised that it got quite boring after that point. It did pick up slightly towards the end, but not enough to save the cartoon. And as I said, Oswald is barely in it. They are definitely using his name rather than anything else. What we get of Oswald is not too bad. Unfortunately, it's not a lot. And the rooster is a perfectly fine protagonist. I don't dislike the rooster at all. I just found that he wasn't the most fascinating character after, again, about the first minute, maybe the first 2 minutes, but by that point, I'd pretty much seen everything that I wanted to see, and it started to get quite repetitive and mundane. The narrative in terms of the action, but also the animation. Again, not badly animated, but not very interesting either. Would I recommend The Dumb Cluck? Maybe. Sure, give it a go and see what you think. It's not a bad animation. It's not a bad story. It's just not that interesting. But if you're an Oswald fan, check it out. You might like the bits with Oswald. The rooster, as I said, is a perfectly likeable protagonist as well. So it's okay. I don't mind having watched it once, but I'm pretty confident that I wouldn't be watching it a second time.